Shall we invoke? Yeah. Okay. To the Divine Supreme and Absolute God, we thank you for your good blessings. To my spiritual teacher, all spiritual teachers, holy angels, holy masters, to all the saints, and to all the great ones, we humbly invoke for your divine guidance, divine love, for illumination, divine oneness, divine help, and divine protection. We thank you in full faith. Thank you for the priceless teachings, priceless blessings, for the healing, and the priceless love. We thanks in full faith. We thank you. So be it. Thank you. Welcome, Ama Namaste. Ama Namaste. Okay, welcome again. For our break today, we are finally getting to chapter 5 in Master Choa Kok Sui's The Spiritual Essence of Man, the Chakras and the Inverted Tree of Life. It's a great book. I like it. So, chapter 5, page 93. It says balancing severity with mercy, Gevurah, severity, judgment, and strength. And now I said it right because I was saying Gevurah. Gevurah. So this is a beautiful chakra, the solar plexus chakra, or the Gevurah Sephiroth, right? It gets a lot of bad rap, specifically in pranic healing, because we have to heal that chakra a lot because it's a center of lower emotions. So stress, fear, anxiety, all that stuff. When the chakra becomes congested, dirty, etc., these are the emotions that people experience, and they're pretty prevalent nowadays, especially stress and how it has affected people. And we'll see why it affects people in the chapter negatively with disease and whatnot. But when it is good, when it is clean and it is working properly, it's amazing. We definitely need this chakra living here in the physical plane. It is necessary, and at the same time, it is very, very good. Courage, justice, strength. Severity for the things. We need to have some limits, and it helps us. With willpower. We want to align this willpower with with the will of our higher self, and with eventually the will of God, and so that we can do what we need to do, right? And we can be good, let's just say, agents or good manifestors of the divine plan. So this is an amazing chakra. It's beautiful. Also, if you look, the chakra, this is how it looks. If you don't have the book yet, this is how the chakra is seen clairvoyantly and how it is moving. When it's moving, it's beautiful. It looks like a rainbow. And this is how the chakra would look when it is still. The chakras are always moving. They're never still. But if it will be still, this is how it would look. This is a location, obviously, is right, and this is where it is in the tree of life. This is Chasid, where we were in the last chapter, the heart chakra, and this is now Gevurah. So it says Gevurah, solar plexus chakra, page 95. So the author writes, Gevurah in Kabbalah means severity, judgment, and strength. It corresponds to the solar plexus chakra, which is located at the hollow area between the ribs, right? The back solar plexus is located at the back of the front solar plexus. The term Gevurah or solar plexus chakra shall mean both the front and the back solar plexus chakras. So every time he says Gevurah, he's referring to both, right, front and back. It's considered one chakra. The solar plexus chakra has 10 petals and contain how many petals? 10. Okay. How many Sephiroth are there? 11, right? How many hidden? One. One hidden Sephiroth, right? And how many non-hidden Sephiroth? 10. So not counting the hidden one, there are 10 Sephiroth. How many petals? Wow, what a coincidence. That's very interesting. No, no, this the one that is hidden for a reason, right? And it has to do more because it's trying to be kept hidden from people, energy wise. How many fingers do we have in both? If you count both hands, why don't we have 11? If we have 11 Sephiroth, there's a reason why it is hidden. It's not only because we want to keep it, like it has been kept away from the public only for that reason. No, it has to do also with the energies. Our fingers, our extremities, right, have to do also with the energies that flow through us or through our bodies, etc. We're manifestations of. We have 10 fingers, also corresponding to the Sephiroth. So, but if you look at this chakra, I'm trying to also, one of my goals with this talk is also to change the view of this chakra, to remove the bad rep that this chakra has and the fear that is associated with this chakra. It's a beautiful chakra, super important, and we should be very thankful to it and treat it and give it a lot of, what is it, TLC? Tender loving care, right? And be thankful that we have it. There's a reason why we have it, right? And it's important. So, but first thing that I want us to take a look at is that it has 10 petals. Would each correspond to each of the chakras? But it's very interesting, yes? So it says it contains red, yellow, green, and blue pranas. Good. With red, yellow, and blue, you already have the rest. At least that's what I learned in art class. That with yellow, red, and blue, you make all the other colors. But it has mainly red, yellow, green, and blue pranas. It also contains a little of orange and violet pranas. Oh, interesting! It has all the colors. Um, then it continues to say more green prana is produced when a person is eating. Why? So green has the property to break down. Has the property to break down energy, right? Or dirty energy or things like that. So it has that property. So when you're eating, obviously you're digesting the food, and the food is being broken down. So it is very interesting. So, but clairvoyant, if you look clairvoyantly, you'll see this. When a person is eating, more green prana is produced. When a person moves his bowel, a lot of orange prana and some yellow prana are produced by the solar plexus chakra and the navel chakra. When yellow prana comes in contact with orange prana, this produces a triggering effect on the large intestine. This produces a what effect? A triggering effect on the large intestine. This is why treatment of constipation uses orange prana or yellow prana or both in doing pranic healing. Now, I'm going to just say, since we have a lot of people that like to experiment, please do not use colors if you have not taken the pranic healing course, or at least the advanced pranic healing course, or at least read the book or you have, you need instruction because it can be very dangerous when you're using color pranas and you don't know what you're doing. It could be very dangerous. Please refrain from doing this experiment wise. You can do a lot of harm. Um, you know, please take the course. It is definitely worth it if you really want to learn how to do this. The advanced prana healing course. That course has to do with alchemy of color. It's beautiful. It's very amazing and safe. So an interesting thing, but about orange prana. So he's talking about orange prana. The yellow prana has to do with also, it's like a cementing, and but orange prana has to do with expelling. Is That's why you see it present more, is more orange when there is bowel movement. It's a lot of expelling. It's about expelling. The one cementing. Compacting together and expelling that. But both, it's interesting that it says that both have a triggering effect on the large intestine. Okay, so it says, let me see what time it is. Physiological functions. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna try to get through this, and then we can continue next week with the rest. I'll do my best. Okay. So the solar plexus chakra, Gevurah, and the throat chakra that control and energize the gastrointestinal system. Wow, this is very interesting. So, what did we say? What were we just talking about just now? About the 10 petals, right? And we had 10 Sephiroth, uh, not counting the hidden one, right? And then we start, first thing we read in the physiological functions, and it says Gevurah and that, which is the hidden, right? Good. Wow, interesting. So Gevurah and the throat chakra that control and energize the gastrointestinal system. The solar plexus chakra, Gevurah, controls and energizes the diaphragm. Where is, look before we read, look at me. Put your hands in the mouth of the stomach, that hole, right? That depression there. That's where the solar plexus chakra is located, right? Now go like this. What is around here? What do you touch? You have your, right here is your liver, right? It's right. It actually starts from here, from the actual chakra down like this. Then you have your stomach, right? What else? Your intestine, your diaphragm, your no, kidneys back here. Yeah, but you do have, it's close to the pancreas and the spleen, right? Um, and also the small intestines is close to it. But you have your lungs, everything. You have everything around here. It's close also to the heart. So it's pretty central, right? And it affects many things. So now that you know that, it reads, the solar plexus chakra, Gevurah, controls and energizes, because chakras control and energize. They provide energy, right? So that the organs can work. They control and energize the diaphragm, the pancreas, liver, and stomach. It is easier to energize the pancreas to the back solar plexus chakra. To a certain degree, and that is really important for those that do pranic healing. When you energize the chakra, the pancreas is easier from the back solar. Like when you energize the lungs, you energize them through the back heart, right? You never energize the front heart. So, to a certain degree, the solar plexus chakra, Gevurah, energizes the large and small intestines, appendix, lungs, heart, and other parts of the body. Again, emphasis is to a certain degree, but it still does, in a not a greater amount like it does the other ones, but it does still to a certain degree. But it controls and energizes specifically diaphragm, pancreas, liver, and stomach. To a certain degree, The large and small intestines, appendix, lungs, heart, and other parts of the body. Emphasis on other parts of the body. This is like when you're working, when you're gonna do you're looking at their job description, and at the end it says, and other jobs as assigned. So, other duties as assigned. Thank you. So that's emphasis on other duties as assigned. Um, Patients suffering from rheumatoid arthritis, autoimmune ailments, and lupus erythematosus have malfunctioning solar plexus chakra and liver. Malfunctioning of the solar plexus chakra, Gevurah, may manifest as difficulty in breathing due to a malfunctioning diaphragm, diabetes, hepatitis, pancreatic, digestive, and gallbladder ailments, high cholesterol level, and heart and blood ailments. Also, a lot of the uh, malfunction of the liver, also like mystery ailments that they're hard to pinpoint. Like in the book, if Medical Medium, when it talks about EBV and stuff like that, virus and all these things, and they talk about everything is from a malfunctioning liver or overtaxed liver, etc., from everything that we eat and all these things. Liver, right? Very important. All these things, sometimes all these mystery ailments, etc., have to do with the malfunctioning solar plexus chakra. Um, High cholesterol level and heart and blood ailments. Heart ailments, right? Heart has to do with when you have heart problems. What's the first thing they tell you to do? To relax, not have very
Avoid
stress, high level emotions, all these things. You gotta take it easy, right? Focus on the heart chakra, love, peace and love, right? There you go. So the solar plexus chakra also affects the quality of the blood. Why the blood? I thought that when we purify the blood, we take care of the lungs. We energize the lungs, right? But it says because it controls and energizes the liver, which detoxifies the blood. Through the liver, it controls the cholesterol level of the body and therefore affects the condition of the heart. So even and I say this, for the pranic healers here, we generally, we do the purification of the blood. We always are talking about the lungs, you do the lungs. We also do the solar plexus chakra and cleaning the liver. So it's also, it's also. But yes, so as you can see, this chakra, very central, affects many things. This is why they say that it is said that around 80% of all ailments are emotional in nature.
stress induced.
Yeah, and generally, I don't know if this is correct, but they should say, but but it's they're not talking when they talk about emotional nature, they're not talking about higher emotions. It's not love creating these issues, right? Or and compassion and mercy, but it has to do with lower emotions, specifically uh, those that are not clean, those that are congested or negative. So negative emotions, right? So 80% of all ailments, they consider them to be a cause or a nature of them to be the root cause to be negative emotions. I think that's better said. So, but in hindsight, if we take care of our solar plexus chakra and the organs, right, that it controls and surrounding them, then we should have happy, good organs functioning properly, and we have a healthy life.
So it's good practice to keep this one plexus.
Yeah, not stressed, and for us not to be angry, for us to be critical of other people, or negatively have negative emotions in general. but for us to be loving, kind, and compassionate. And this will help in our health. Um, at least this is my opinion. And at least from where we're reading. Anyway, I think that we should leave it here on a good note. Happy people, happy life, healthy life. Uh, so next week we will talk about the next, uh, the next section in on chapter 5, which is called the energy distribution center, and cover the center of lower emotions as well. So let's shoot for that. So the energy distribution center and center of lower emotions for next week. Okay. And if we can do more, we do more. So shall we close? To the Divine Supreme and Absolute God, we humbly thank you for your divine and precious blessings. To all spiritual teachers, holy angels, holy masters, and to all the saints, and to all the great ones, we humbly invoke and thank you for your divine guidance, divine love, for your illumination, for the divine oneness, the priceless teachings, priceless knowledge, the priceless blessings, healing, and loving kindness. For divine help, protection, and guidance, we humbly thank you. Many blessings be to all. Thank you. So be it. Alma Namaste. Alma Namaste. Alma Namaste. Thank you for coming, and I'll see you guys next week. So be it.
Why do they call that